Hello everyone. Now I am going to explain about Young's modulus elasticity of materials of beam simply supported ends. What is the main objective for in this experiment? To find the values of bending stresses and Young's modulus of elasticity of material of a beam simply supported at the ends and carrying a concentrated load at the center. What are the materials required for in this particular experiment? The first one is deflection of the beam apparatus, and second one is weight. Then two columns and beams of different cross section and materials, maybe it's wooden or steel. The Young's modulus of elasticity. So, if a beam is simply supported at the ends and carries concentrated load at its center, the beam bends concave upwards. The distance between the original position of the beam and its position after bending is different and at different points. Okay. So, along the length of the beam being maximum at the center in the case, this difference is known as deflection. In this particular type of loading, the maximum amount of deflection delta is given by some relation. So normally deflection, how can we calculate? It means delta is equal to WL cube divided by 48 EI, and capital E is equal to 40 L cube WL cube divided by 48 delta I. Where W is equal to load acting at the center, it is normally represents that W, and load is N Newton, and length is represents small l. Okay, the L is equal to length of the beam between the support in mm, and E, capital E is equal to Young's modulus of material of the beam. The unit is Newton per mm square. Then I is equal to moment of inertia. The second moment of area of the cross section of the beam about the neutral axis in terms of mm power 4. As per bending equation, what is the formula? Capital M by I is equal to sigma b divided by y, where capital M is equal to bending moment and I is equal to moment of inertia in terms of mm power 4, and sigma b is equal bending stress in terms of Newton per mm square, and small y is equal distance of the top fiber of the beam from the neutral axis. So now I am going to conduct in this experiment. This is the experimental setup for beam deflection test. See this. There are there are two columns here available, and you can consider in this scale as beam. Okay, in this beam is supported by two ends, that's why it is called as simply supported beam, and in this is a dial gauge. In this dial gauge will show deflection value. So when the load is added on in this beam, what happened? The bending moment will happen. So what will happen is it tends to move towards downward direction. This is the plunger. In this plunger is move downward direction. The indication will be shown here. There are two different dial gauges there. One is small, another one is big size one. The first of all, you should position the null position. See the inner dial gauge. In this inner dial gauge is exactly show the zero value. Okay. After that, the bigger dial gauge also show zero value. In this plunger is gently touch in this beam. Okay. So now I am going to add the load on this beam. What happened in this beam tends to move downward direction. The indication will be shown. So you should observe in this deflection value and then note it, then filled into tabulation. Okay, this is the load. Okay, so gradually I have to increase the load. These are the different loads. I having 5 loads, each having 50 grams. So totally 5 readings will take. That's why 5 weights available, the each having 50 grams, then totally 250 grams. So this is 50, then 100 and 150 and 200 and 250. So these values, these weights only apply on in this experiment. Okay. So before going to start the experiment, first should measure in this beam dimensions, okay, by using with the help of scale or vernier caliper, whatever it is. What is a geometrical shape? This is a rectangular shape. So first of all measure in this beam dimension, okay. So this is breadth of the beam, and this is the thickness of the beam. The total span length, this is the total span length. So total span length here 1000 mm, 1 meter, but I leave left hand side so right hand side 50 mm leave it, and then left hand side 50 mm you should leave it, and in between the in this span length only consider in this experiment. Okay, so now the total span length is 900 mm. Okay, so say come. So see in this observation, the width of the beam. So width of the beam is denoted by B. How much dimensions here available? 25 mm for rectangular box. So here I used a rectangular beam. That's why 25 mm here marked, and depth is denoted by small d. The measurement is 7 mm, and diameter of the beam means, suppose the beam is circular shape, means you should calculate diameter of the beam, this capital D. Okay, then length of the beam is 900 mm, and moment of inertia for rectangular section, because here using a rectangular shape. So that's why BD cube divided by 12, that formula should use. Okay, so B already found 25 mm, D is 7 divided by 12, the value is 714.45 mm power 4. Okay, so this is a tabulation, this is a main tabulation, observation tabulation. See here. So now I am going to start the experiment. How many reading will take means 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So first value is 50 gram, second 100 grams weight should apply, and the third one is 150 gram, and fourth one is 200 gram, and last one is 250 gram. Okay, so in this gram is convert into Newton. How can we convert into Newton? Means 50 gram means Newton. 50 divided by 100 into 9.81, you will get Newton's value. Okay, so this is the preliminary step. So first of all, you should decide how many readings you will take. Then you should mention here, then convert into Newton. Okay, afterwards gradually increase the load. Okay, so now I am going to start the experiment. Now I am going to take 50 grams. See, this is 50 gram. So in this 50 gram loaded on in this beam. Okay, the point load. See in this dial gauge. Okay, see in this dial gauge. First of all, note down the small dial gauge. Here how many numbers? This is the first reading. So the small scale, small dial gauge value is shown here as 0, and big dial gauge shown 60. So 60 into least count 0.01. So the final answer is 0.6. Okay, now again repeat the procedure. Now I am going to add other So now I am going to add one more 50 grams. So now the total gram is 100 gram applied load on in this beam. So now going to note the deflection value, see that value. Okay, so here 1 and this is big dial gauge is 58. So the small dial gauge value is 1 plus bigger dial gauge 58 and multiply by least count. Okay, again you add a third value, third 50 grams. Now the total load applied, how much? 150 gram. Okay, so 150 grams. Now the values are 3 plus, and big one is 96.01. Again add fourth value, add the fourth load. Now 200 grams applied. Okay, the values are 4 plus 96 again 0.01, and last one 250 grams applied. The value is 5 plus 50, 54. So 54 multiply 0.01. Okay, see in this table. So already calculated the first value for 50 gram, then remaining values also do the same procedure should follow. So 1 plus 58 into 0.01, what is the value will come. So all the things should calculate. So now we are going to calculate. So 3.96, 4.96. Okay, now I am going to calculate in this experiment observation value. Here applied 5 different loads from 50 to 250, increasing gradually 50 grams. Okay, 50, 100, 150, 200 and 250. Deflection value already noted. Okay, the grams is converted into Newton. 50 into 9.81 divided by 1000. So the gram is converted into Newton. The values are 0.4905 from first reading to fifth reading 2.45. Okay, so now I am going to calculate bending moment. The formula is WL by 4 Newton per mm. The formula is M is equal to WL by 4 Newton per mm. The first readings W load is 0.495 into 900. L means span length divided by 4. So the final answer is 110.36 Newton per mm for first reading. The same procedure you repeat again up to fifth reading. Okay, so you should substitute all the values in this table. After calculated, all the values should fill in this tabulation. Then go to Young's modulus elasticity. E is equal to WL cube divided by 48 del I. So I means moment of inertia, L means length of the span, already told, W means load. Okay, see in this formula. So in this sample formula, calculation for first reading. So W again the same, load 0.4905 into length is 900 divided by 900 cube divided by 48 into delta values. First one is 0.6 multiply 714. The 714 already calculated. Okay, moment of inertia for rectangular section. The formula is already shown, b d cube divided by 12, 714.5. So the answer is, the final answer is 17.376 into 10 to the power of 3 Newton per mm square. So this is for first reading. So this is also same procedure, repeat again up to fifth value, fifth reading. Okay. After found the values, after that plot the graph. Okay. Here x-axis represent load. The symbol is W. Okay. And y-axis represent deflection delta. Okay. So load in Newton. So the graph will come like this. With respect to all the loads, you should plot the deflection graph. Okay, the graph is load waste deflection. Finally the graph will come like this. So x-axis represents 50 to 250 and the y-axis represents deflection. So up to 5 readings. So you take the suitable scale. Okay, like 2, 4, 6, like 1:2 scale reading you can consider and then plot the graph. Okay, thank you.